Here are 7 things I no longer accept in relationships that are not up for discussion whatsoever. Inconsistent behaviour or wild, abrupt changes in mood. I'm not here to raise anyone's children, and I'm certainly not willing to be subject to full-blown adult tantrums.
Sweetie, have you seen yourself during that time of the month? Have you seen women in general? But you're not gonna tolerate full-blown adult tantrums? Please.
Indecisiveness or literally anything wishy-washy. If you can't decide what you want from a relationship or a situationship or an anything ship, what are we doing here?
What are we doing here? I'm waiting for you to decide where you want to eat. And after I inevitably have to decide for you, we're gonna have to figure out if these shoes go with that dress that may or may not make you look fat.
An inability to communicate your wants and needs. I'm not a mind reader, and quite frankly, I have no interest in gaining psychic abilities or jumping through hoops trying to telepathically do the math. Complete closed-mindedness. If you cannot take interest in any perspective other than your own, I'm going to assume you have no interest in growing as a person. Lack of accountability and personal responsibility. Again, we are not children pointing fingers to avoid admitting we messed up at all costs. It really is okay to say I was wrong. Constant defensiveness. Funnily enough, not everything is about you.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You don't like emotional tantrums. You don't want a partner who's unable to make simple decisions. You can't read minds. Lack of accountability pisses you off, and you close off your little rant by telling your potential partner it's not just about you. Well, congratulations, sweetie. You just became a man.
If you know what I'm saying, I think we can be friends. India, Whiskey, Alpha, November, Tango. Yankee, Oscar, Uniform. Tango, Oscar. Echo, Alpha, Tango. Mike, Yankee, Meow.
Nah, 'cause that kitty cat smells like old fish and bad decisions.
You're goddamn right.
You ever been out with friends and realized that you were the only one not getting hit on? And then immediately thinking it's because you exist in a bigger body? It's horrible because you know that like male attention isn't the end all be all, but at the same time it still hurts. I'm curvy, I'm bigger than most of my friends, so my first instinct is like, oh, they don't want a bigger girl. This past summer I was at a hostel and I saw these guys. I went to introduce myself and I was standing next to this girl that was just like complete Victoria's Secret, like the old Victoria's Secret supermodel vibes. And I was like, hi, I'm Juliana. And while he was shaking my hand, he was literally looking at her being like, nice to meet you. And you guys, I got so mad. After that, he didn't talk to me again, and I got so mad. I left the bar, and I wrote, like, slam poetry on my phone. I can show you if you want to see it. Because it was so many years of, like, pent-up anger and frustration that I feel like I didn't even get the chance to introduce myself. I didn't even get the chance to, like, meet them and let them get to know me. I felt like I was cast aside, and I felt like I didn't have any inherent value to men because I wasn't skinny, which is, horrible. Any of my-
Oh, shut up.
Sweetie, listen, due to the fact that you have half-naked bikini videos on your TikTok page, I've seen what you look like. Not something I'd personally go for, but a lot of other men would. Mostly men who match your body type. However, if you are trying to pick up a guy like this, well, they tend to like women who match their body type. Also, you are trying to pick him up while sitting next to a Victoria's Secret model. That's like Ethan Klein trying to pick up women while sitting next to Henry Cavill. Never gonna happen. But sweetie, this whole video of yours reminds me of another video.
They're angry at men. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because they've dated arseholes. They've dated arseholes. They've gone to a club and they've picked the biggest prick in the joint. They've ignored someone like me who isn't amazingly attractive. I don't have hench arms. I don't talk about my gains. I just enjoy food, alright? But I'm a nice guy. I'm a nerd, alright? But you won't pick me. You won't come over to me. You'll go over to some who looks like this. Alright?
Well, I don't know if you're aware, sweetie, but you lovely ladies invented a word for these kinds of situations. Incel.
There's a whole genre now of women who are going on these shows like This Whatever and Fresh and Fit and actually destroying these. There's a little context.
And just for context, this clip that Ethan is commenting on is from a very long discussion in which the woman on the right keeps trying to push monogamy on a guy who doesn't want to be monogamous.
Apparently, this guy who she's talking about, he came on to talk about the importance of self-control. That's like his whole shtick, okay?
Can I ask you one more question?
Fire away, honey.
Okay. If you have only one place in your heart for one woman, why don't you just commit to one and choose to be faithful to her?
I'm just not wired that way. I spent my whole 20s trying to fix myself. Thought something was wrong with me.
You're a man of self-control. You work out, you do business.
Yeah.
You can possess your own power and direct it the way you want to direct it.
It's not how I am.
Do you think that might be a limited mindset?
I think it's none of your business, but I don't want you to think I'm triggered by you. I'm not.
Let me just mention that real fast. You're not getting to me. I just want to let you know right now you ain't triggering me, girl.
I think you're annoying, but I'm not triggered. You know what I'm saying? No, you are. You're annoying.
Bro, don't you see how pathetic?
You know, every time I see Ethan Klein, I actually get extremely happy that I don't have to live his life. But just for the LOLs, I'm gonna pretend to be Justin Waller.
Can I ask you one more question?
Fire away, honey.
Okay. If you have only one place in your heart for one woman, or you want to have one woman in your heart, I think you said, why don't you just commit to one and choose to be faithful to her?
Because I don't want to commit to a single woman. I'm gonna have my main woman, which I will love, and as many side women as I want. Kinda like how a lot of you lovely ladies marry a simp for financial security, but still get ran through by Chad and Tyrone because it's their eggplants that you actually enjoy.
You're a man of self-control. You work out, you do business.
Yeah.
You can possess your own power and direct it the way you want to direct it.
It's not how I am. It's not how I am.
You think that might be a limited mindset?
I think it's none of your business. But
if you really think about it, sweetie, I deal with multiple women, which is the exact opposite of limited. But if you want to talk about self-control, well, a lot of you lovely ladies have the urge to nag consistently about trivial crap. A lot of you lovely ladies have the urge to date and marry up, never down. A lot of you lovely ladies have the urge to keep posting half-naked pictures of yourselves on the internet, even when you're in a committed relationship. A lot of you lovely ladies have the urge to neglect your physical appearance after you get married. A lot of you lovely ladies have the urge to neglect your husband after you get married. A lot of you lovely ladies have the urge to not work after you get married and leech off of your husband's money. And a lot of you lovely ladies have the urge to completely ruin your husband's life in a divorce. So, when you lovely ladies get your urges in check, then you can talk to me about self-control.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.